right now. It's going to get worse. Do you have a hedge against that? Do you have a way for you to feed you and your family without having to leave your house or hold your hand out for a government handout? No subsidies required. No leaving your home. As long as you have an internet connection and equity in the account, you can eat. That's where we're at now. It's not about getting rich. It's about making sure that you can eat, that you can meet.
So I couldn't get my ideal entry. I was waiting for my buy limit to get filled, but knowing fully where the price could easily have rallied without me getting a field, I actually took an entry here really early, so I will miss the entry for the trade.
All this is you show up, you put the work in, learn. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be fucking hard because you're wrestling yourself. But once you finally get past yourself and get out of your own fucking way,
So before I got this entry,
then you'll really start to learn.
I think what
And you'll
was the
see
time I
that it's
entered?
much more harder than it needs to be.
About
Because it's all
10:59.
basically psychological. You're afraid of losing money. You're afraid of being wrong. You're afraid of failing. You're afraid of your fucking spouse or your coworkers, your family members,
10:59.
your friends to say, I told you it wasn't going to work.
I
It's all
had to
pipe
wait
dream.
59 minutes
And some of you, deep down
to get my
inside,
entry.
listen,
That's it.
it's gonna
And to
be
follow the
hard
rules,
that you're gonna
like I've always said,
actually create the
there's no
environment
need
for
of
that to happen.
entering. You
So that
don't
way it's
have to enter
in the
after
moment.
11 a.m. So
that short little
I'll be
momentary
submitting to
embarrassment
that
around
by
your friends,
taking out
family,
this
friends,
buy
and
limit.
coworkers. Yeah, I lost my
So
fucking
I've
money.
taken out the
You're
buy
right.
limit.
It's fucking bullshit.
I
It's all
stop
fucking
loss
fraud.
for this one
It's all horseshit.
just below this.
Because
If
you
you
don't
ever
want
look
to do
up,
it. Because it's
and
hard wrestling with
I
that
fixed the
feeling
take
of,
profit.
what would they think of me if I
Price
failed?
here.
Fuck that. Why are you even entertaining that shit? Listen, failure is a fucking choice.
So that's a take
That's
profit
not a
right
guarantee.
there.
Failure is a fucking choice. Setbacks,
This is short time
speed
high
bumps,
here.
adversities, that's all part of
is
this, like
actually
anything
here.
else. Anything worth doing is going to be fucking hard. It's going to cost money. It's going to cost time. It's going to cause you to
buy
have
side
to put more effort
liquidity.
in this than you ever think
And
anything
by the
you've
way,
ever
before
done.
price came in, I actually called this level on
Weak
the
people don't
video before I
survive
made it in this landscape.
Unorganized,
I call this as a
undisciplined,
suspect rate,
irresponsible
which is
motherfuckers
I
do not
expected
stay
price
in
to
this business.
go below this low
You have
of
to be an adult that
1041,
is an independent
which is
thinker
at
that understands there's real risk in this shit. You can lose
1.9024.
your
And
ass.
this actually I called it a phantom trend line. It was
And when
all
you
on the
have this
video
mindset,
before this, prior to this one.
you're gonna feel
So it's a
exactly
phantom trend,
what I
like a fake trend line. So
And some of you
anytime
that
I
are
see those two confluences,
and younger,
I treat
you're
this
gonna
one
do the
as a
same
sell
shit I
side,
did when I was
then this
27
one as a, I used to use it both for exit
I was
and I
the
use it for
biggest
entry this time around.
the
So it's
biggest
like
prick there
ICT
ever
says, the same array you use for exit can actually
And
be
you can
used
hear
for
sometimes.
entry. So
It's still in me. That young man still likes to play
let's see
straight up
which.
on the wall. But the old man in
So
me
let me give this a name.
has to remind his ass to sit back.
Buy
But that humanity in
side
him is still there.
liquidity.
But you're gonna
Which
feel what it
is
feels like to
top.
know what you know. And nobody can take it away from you. Nobody can make
So
you
at that
forget
point,
about
I'll
it. They
be
can't discount
taking
it.
out
They
a
can't say it doesn't
3
work. Who gives a
million
fuck
from the
how many people are
5.
gonna doubt you?
Let me
Listen,
see the price level.
you start making
So I want to copy it and
$50,000 a
try to
fucking
do
month. How many people will it take
sell
for you to be
limit
convinced that what you're
if I
doing
can
is
be
bullshit?
fast enough to do that.
How many
So
people will it
trading
take for you
instant buy.
to be
So let's
convinced
see if
that you making
I'll be
over
able
6
to get that.
figures every 6 fucking months consistently?
So I paste it.
How many
right
people will
there.
it take for them to convince you that what you're doing is a waste of your fucking time? How many people does it take you to do that?
So that's the sell limit there.
There ain't
Are
enough.
we taking the
There
amount
ain't
once that
enough.
high gets taken out?
And you're gonna understand you're bulletproof. Who gives a fuck who likes you and doesn't like you? Who cares?
So this is
it
the
gonna change how
macro.
you sleep, where you sleep,
It's
how you eat,
the
how
ICT
you raise your
macro.
children, No. What you
So
do,
that's the
what
highest
you
buy
do
side
with your money
equity.
is
I
your
want to
fucking
take
business.
a very
You don't owe
reasonable
anybody an
amount of
explanation
my
what the
trade
fuck you
out
do with your
here.
money. None. But they're all going to tell you what you should be doing with it, what you shouldn't have done with it. So don't even invite them into the conversation. You got to keep those types of people,
So
which is the
I've
public,
taken
the
a
social
partial
media
there,
fucking clowns.
and immediately I
They're all going to
actually
pretend they
take
know
out
something
the
better,
rigs
and they ain't
once
bringing
I've done
shit
it.
to the discussion.
So I'll remove the rigs right here,
To let
medicated it,
them influence
and
anything in your development.
so I do this kind of things.
When I was a 20-year-old,
So
knowing this stuff makes you feel immortal. Arrogance, pride.
so that's
When you get older and you have a family,
so I've removed the
and you
rigs
lose
and
family
I've
members,
covered the cost right
you
there.
lose children,
So let's see if price wants to rally.
that stuff weighs on you.
This is
Your
really
view about how you
good
keep
price.
score in
Okay.
life changes. It's not about how much money you make and how much you have in the bank. And I want to be able to know that I've done as much as I can within the scope of my capabilities. Because I don't claim to know how to teach the best way. I
So
don't
for
know.
those who might be
I don't know how to
wanting
do
to see
that.
the
I pray
execution
all the
level,
time
I can
because I know what
easily
it feels like
toggle it
for me to
on
live like
here.
this. 50 years old.
So that's the execution level. That's
And 1,000
5,000
thoughts in
million
my head all the
shares
time.
at
And when I was younger, it
1.90,
was all violent thoughts.
1.0921,
You would look at me and
and
think, wow,
partials was taken at
he's always quiet. He's so pleasant. He's well managed.
1.9123.
But I had homicidal thoughts in my
Just
head
here.
all the time
So that
because
is
I didn't want to be where I was.
1.0123
I felt
right
uncomfortable,
here.
claustrophobic, pressure, anxious,
So this is actually a
not
buy
knowing
side
that they were
ability
chemical
also.
imbalances.
So let me just make it to be at the right, and
How do you
for the
articulate
middle
that
be
as a kid?
okay.
You don't know how
Make
to.
it bold.
So you stay
How
quiet.
about a
You say
blue?
nothing.
Okay,
Too
that's
much
buy
emphasis is
side,
placed on
and
it.
that's the best of the best case scenario.
And I don't
So
want
once
any
I
of
took
you
that
my students
partials,
that
I
become
actually
good
was
at
able
this
to
fall
cover
victim
the
to this
rigs.
stuff.
So this is the ICT macro.
You can go into it with
So
all the right mindset, like I did. All I care about is make $1,000 a month, and I'll retire at 40. And then when you taste real money, real fast,
I'm watching price right now.
that stuff changes you real easy. And then when you make it known to people around you, your friends and your family, and they bring in their views about what it is that you should be doing, how you should do this and do that. And they can't even make their bills. They can't even get their car fixed because they don't have enough money. And you're making what they earn in 4 months in a day. And they're going to tell you what you're supposed to be doing. And they get angry because you're not listening to them. How many times do you have to listen to that before you blow up in their face and tell them about themselves?
So in my mind now,
That's
I mean,
why
look what the
I
time
want you to go
is.
back in time and take it away. Because those words cut.
Okay, the time is 11:13.
Your family members, they love you. Your friends, they love you. But they're not going to love you doing better than them. That's a rare quality in a person.
Trying to get some settings down.
And some of you are going to experience that, unfortunately. So the best thing you can do is mind your own fucking business. And don't let anybody else mind yours. Meaning, don't talk about what you make. Don't talk about what you're doing.
Says
Don't
view,
plan
okay.
on sharing what you're planning
I
on
think
doing.
the former view is better. Let's make it this
The
way.
only thing you're doing is inviting people that are not doing it, won't understand what you're doing. They don't have the
So the time is
capability.
11:14. So by
Pursue it. They keep
11:15,
doing it
we're
themselves.
anticipating to see a large
Proof
range
of that,
candle.
as soon as you
It
tell them
can
you're
actually
trading, oh,
start
you're
from
only there.
11:14,
That's a pipe dream.
but
They
preferably
just mean
11:15. I'll
which they
favor some
adopted from somebody else
expansion
'cause they've never
to
done
that
it.
buy side, so I can be out.
Ask anybody that's making money today if you should pursue what you're doing. Fucking right you should. Absolutely you should. Why is it taking you this fucking long? Why aren't you already fucking trading? That's the response.
So this actually is.
Get the fuck in here and let's go. You're missing out. Let's go. they can't stop
Trying to show something. Okay,
from
so
doing
this is market open, so it's a live
until they turn the
market,
markets completely off.
but due to
They shut the show
TradingView
down completely.
requiring
There is no
a
way
subscription,
they're
which
gonna
I
stop.
don't have money to do
There's no
right now,
fucking way they can.
it actually has
That's the
I think
understanding you get once you see what it
5
is I'm
seconds
teaching you.
delay in
There's
updates,
no
but 5 seconds to me
way
it's
that they
more
can stop you.
like it's almost something
There's
insignificant,
no reason
because
to
this
fear
move has been
not working in the
going on
future.
for
This is how
about
the markets
15 minutes or
fucking
more
work.
now, and
How hard is
5
that to
seconds is not
understand?
enough
Like,
of
this
like
is
the
it.
reason why I
This is
don't
the
even do the
source.
Nasdaq, which is actually
This
my
is it.
ideal. What I love to
going
do is
right
because
to
the delay on the
where the
Nasdaq
rubber meets
is
the road.
10 minutes, and that is too much. But
We'll
this
put
one
on the
at times
1
is,
chart.
even sometimes
5
I've compared it with
candles,
other
But with the
demo,
good
it's
grace,
almost
who gives a fuck?
accurate. So the delay here is
You're
very
aiming for 5.
insignificant, and to
5.
have this kind of
Okay?
precision
You're
with just a
doing
5
this to
seconds,
make
even
money.
if I'm live
You're not
streaming on
doing this
YouTube,
to impress
there'll be a
people
delay,
on
like a
fucking
latency.
social
It might be
media.
5 seconds
That's
or
what
even
some of you
more.
are
So
you're
that's
more
just
focused about that.
I just want people
That's the
you to
driver
know, so in
for
case
you,
somebody sees, but
because that
this
gives
is
you
showing
what?
market open,
Dividends.
so it's not a
And
market
I
replay
understand
or
that
whatnot,
wholeheartedly.
it's a live market.
Believe me, I understand that. But that is a pursuit that's wasted. You want to be making money. That's why you're here. You're not even here to impress anybody. You're here to make fucking money. And you can't make fucking money if you are not consistently doing the same things. And how do you do that? You have to have a goal. When you have that moment of astonishment,
So it's
where you can see
11:17.
these things before they happen, and you know where they're going to key up on, where the highs and lows are going to form, where the setups are going to form, and all you got to do is wait for the time of day when it's going to form. There's nothing that you can use in terms of words to describe it. It's that moment of what feels like real magic. It feels like all the planets align, like everything finally makes sense. And it's a weird epiphany that I still am always trying to find a way to articulate it, and I can't, because none of the words I could string together won't even come close. It feels like you can finally see it. The thing
That's
that
the
you don't
phone,
even know what you're looking
making a
for,
sound due to charger
which makes no
connection, so I
sense.
think
You
I should
listen to
mute
me right now,
that.
and I'm hearing my own words. It doesn't reach far enough. It doesn't, because it gives you a sense of empowerment that
So let's see if the buy side will be
when you
traded to.
experience it and you start living it and
Let's
you
watch
can
that.
see it repeating all the time, if you communicate the level of confidence you have in it, you're going to sound arrogant too. You're going
So
to.
focus on price.
And at
Watching
some
the
point,
buy
you're not going to
side.
give a fuck what
So,
people think, because
She
you
will
don't have
say
time
something like
to explain it.
at probably at
And at 50 years old, I don't have time to explain
11:20.
it. Okay,
You
I
might
don't
be
have
able to
a
see
way of
something like
explaining
a
it where you're
pop
going to have to
buyer.
experience it yourself.
So book price in
And
right
some of you
here.
have been experiencing it. Students that have gone through mentorship, they have experienced it. They make real fucking money. They don't give a shit whether you believe them or not. They don't give a fuck.
So
They
I'll
don't
make
care.
this
None of that
faded.
matters. Their life is completely and permanently fucking changed for the positive. They don't give a rat's
It's
ass.
been used
Who's
already.
making videos about what? Who's talking about what? They don't give a shit. When you start making money, be honest now. Who's going to be the one that gives a fuck what anybody else thinks when you start making bank? Name the person you're going to give a fuck about hearing from when you start making 6 figures a year. Who's going to be the person that's going to make you feel bad about doing that? Is there anybody you can name? Because chances are you're probably typing nobody. Yep, nobody. That's the person that's going to influence you. Because none of this is going to matter. Anybody's opinion about what you're doing when you're
So
being
the reason why I
successful
didn't go in at the
matters
ID
not.
10 o'clock was I was anticipating a
nothing
Judas
wrong
of
with
10 o'clock
living
to
like
actually
that.
reach to this
Being
1.09,
successful
169
is always going to
buy
have
side
some
here.
measure of other people
But it
being
instead
angry
opened
they
at 10
couldn't do
o'clock
what you're
here
doing, and now
and
they've
fell over.
cultivated this
So I
mindset
sat
that
still
if you
and
can do
waited
it,
for price. So
you owe
watch price
everybody
right
else
now.
a piece of it. Because it's not fair. Equality. Here's the equality. I'm giving it to you for fucking free. You all have the same advantages. So do it. Do it. But once you get there, don't be stingy with it. Help other people. Do something nice for other people.
So if you like this landscape, probably you want me to use this compared to the vertical one for the settings, and you can just comment that okay, I should be using this landscape, and if it's a vertical one. The vertical one is easier for me, but based on the display on YouTube, if anybody's watching it right now, is this landscape better than the vertical one for you, or is the vertical one better? So because right now I don't have a system, and I'm just starting out, hopefully to get 1K subscriber in YouTube, so I can get a funded account and begin my career. I've said it is always there. I've been doing it for about 3 years now, and 3 years, that's it. So let me know if you like this landscape. It's a cell phone I'm using, and I can actually keep doing this landscape. I'll try my best to do it, even though it's not very nice compared to the vertical, but I'm seeking the the comfort of the viewers. So if this horizontal landscape fits well for your screen, if you're watching it with whatever device, let me know in the comment section. Feel free to comment, and also if you have a question, you want to ask question, feel free to comment your question too.
There's nothing like this, and when you get involved in it, you're either going to fall in love with it, fall head over heels.
So with experience, if price didn't take it out on time, it actually signifies that price will actually go higher than just tipping that 1.09 169 buy side. So if price is doing this way, most times I actually increase it, because it should show a potential that price might want to go beyond that scope. So let's see how much I can increase it.
If I don't, fuck this shit, I'm out of here. If you lose money and you feel like this is it, it's the worst thing that ever happened, this decision you made was the worst thing you could have ever done for yourself, the trading is not for you.
Right there should be okay.
Because losing on trades or losing an account
I will anticipate price to actually show some
that doesn't mean shit.
zealousness to want to go to the buy side. If it will be going closer, this is 2 down close candle, so I want the 2 down close candle to act as an order block, and should actually prevent price from just tanking. If price is coming down into here, then price might want to it's possible it might want to come into this inefficiency, then skyrocket. But that's why I have my stop loss above my entry to cover the cost and commission and have more profit, because if price is coming below here, then it's becoming low probability. If it's going too below, it can just wick through here and run up. Or if it's wanting to come so close, then I'm content with being out at that level.
There ain't no shame in doing that. If you blow out, next loss day, blow your account, major drawdown, go into a tailspin, all of that shit is what we do. That's what this industry, that's the common denominator. You're going to lose eventually, but how much are you going to lose?
So level 23. My 1119 expanded higher. I was thinking 1120 would have been out by now, but
does that mean
I'm more understanding and used to the 10 to 11 o'clock hour price action. Then after that time, the macro is still, the macro actually ends in 20 minutes. That's from 10:50 to 10:10. So you can see at this point 10:10 I took a partial. So this is actually the time window for the macro. So I can just delineate it, focus on prices. I just do this to enlighten somebody that might be having doubts. So 10:50 here. Make this yellow.
More behind the next trade. And suddenly
focus on price. Say price over here. So 11:10.
In a week.
So 10:50 to 11:10. That's the macro time window.
Try walking around.
So it's the
like
ICT macro.
It's all put together still. When that's going on, it's hard. It's really hard to do.
So I'm watching price right now. I want to gravitate. If it doesn't do it on this candle, probably the next candle. If this candle closes with strength, then there's a very high probability that the next candle can go higher, or even right on this one. But if this candle, this is where it is, this candle. So if this does not do it, the next one should do it. If this closes with strength, but if this reject and have a weak, okay, right here. So I'm booked out in profit. I told you, if price actually goes down like this and didn't take it out the buy side immediately, it means it's going to come and do what? It's going to do it even more higher than expected. So look at how it went higher. It's not just like a pop out here and fell lower. So this is the ICT macro. So the ICT.
All you need to do is fine tune a couple things. So if that's what you're struggling with right now, be excited.
ICT.
There's no reason for you to be upset.
AM.
There's no reason for you to be upset.
Macro.
think about it. You're all want to be surgeons in price action.
So that's the model there. That's what I used, and you can
And
see
you gotta go out
everything.
and work.
The trade detail is
Next to
there
nothing
and obvious. Look at
before you
that.
start picking up a scalpel. And
So
people
if you like the
part
video,
of
you
your
know, you can just give me a thumbs up and encourage me. You can
doctors,
subscribe for more of this, and
surgeons,
hopefully to grow in the community,
all
because
these
I would like to do this actually
they go
live in the future, and to have a funded account. I want to begin my career in trading and be able
They all
to
wanna get
utilize
out
this
and collect that
concept that
paycheck.
I've learned over the last
You're no different.
3 years. Let me just a total of 3 years in my trading career. So I want to start real money, and this is what I'm being able to do with my knowledge. So
But
kindly subscribe, and to anyone struggling or
same
finding it hard,
individuals
keep
go to
going. It's
school.
gonna be possible.
There you go.
Thank you all for watching.
All of us are book
Have a
smart. We all
great
know
trading
what
week
a
ahead.
close is. We all know what a candlestick is. I don't know what the hell a Heiken Ashi bar is, but nonetheless, we all know a general foundation of information. But why is it that we are so widely dispersed in terms of results? Because the ones that are killing it, making money, they know exactly what they are going to do. Everyone wants to go in to be a surgeon.